A little primer in fasting on Judaism. Why do we fast? No food, no water. Well, the purpose is to lower the volume of our physical pursuits in order to focus more adequately on our spiritual selves. Now, you can divide fasts into several different categories. One is by their nature. The main fast, Yom Kippur, is about spiritual contemplation and repentance. And other fasts, including the 24-hour fast of Tisha B'Av and the 4 minor fasts, commemorate historical events. Now, first for Yom Kippur, it's fasting, food and water, and also during that fast we refrain from brushing our teeth, combing our hair, taking a bath. And that lasts from the time you light candles, which is 18 minutes before sunset, right before Yom Kippur, until it's dark after Yom Kippur. And that is because the Torah says you should afflict your souls. And I have videos that explain more about that. But that's the first fast. The second fast is not described in the Torah, but it is discussed as historical events later in the Bible. That coincidentally, on the 9th of Av, which is 2 months and a day before Yom Kippur, in the year 586 BCE, and then again in 70 CE, first the Babylonians, Nebuchadnezzar, and then the Romans besieged Jerusalem and destroyed the Holy Temple on the same day. And so that day, every year, Jews are supposed to fast, again, more than 24 hours. No food, no water. There's other ways we commemorate that too, but that's one of the main ways, the fasting. Now, there are 4 partial fasts in Judaism, all linked to historical events. The first goes back 11 years before the first temple was destroyed, to the year 597 BCE. And on the 10th of Tevet, the Jews fast because that's when the siege of Jerusalem started by the king Nebuchadnezzar. 6 months later, on the 17th of Tammuz, which occurs in the summer, 3 weeks before Tisha B'Av, that's when he broke through the outer walls of the city of Jerusalem. And to commemorate those 2 sad events, the siege of Jerusalem in 597, and then the breach of the walls, we have partial fasts. Now, what happened 11 years later was that Nebuchadnezzar's nephew, who had been uncle, who had been installed as a puppet king over Judea, revolted against his nephew, and Nebuchadnezzar came in, and that's when the temple was destroyed in 586. Now, the third fast, besides the 10th of Tevet and the 17th of Tammuz, that's observed is the day after Rosh Hashanah, actually. It's called the Fasta Gedaliah. It's in memory of the assassination of Gedaliah, who was the Babylonian governor of Judea after the destruction of the city and the temple in 586. So we're a people of long memory. And the other minor fasting is actually described in the Bible, in the book of Esther. It commemorates 3 days of fasting undertaken by Esther, and she asked the Jews to help prior to her meeting with King Ahasuerus. Now, this is not a mournful remembrance, but it is basically a prayer of petition to align the spiritual needs of the people and to have, hopefully, God intercede on Esther's behalf. So those are, again, the 2 full fasts, Yom Kippur and Tisha B'Av, and the 4 minor fasts, the 10th of Tevet, 17th of Tammuz, commemorating events around 597 BCE. And then we have the Fasta Gedaliah, about the destruction of the temple in 586, and then the Fast of Esther, which occurred after that, when the Jews were in Persia in the 400s BCE. I hope this helped clarify.